So what's your title at RunSignup? Do you have a title?
Yeah, user
Kiesel?
experience
Okay.
designer, developer.
User experience designer developer.
There's a slash. There's a slash in there.
Okay.
Not everyone gets a slash.
And that's after user? User/experience. Kiesel is just an experience, but he's also a user. So we're here with Jeff Kiesel, who is our user experience designer and developer. And Jeff's going to talk to us about accessibility with RunSignup, TicketSignup, and GiveSignup.
A few years ago, we kind of did an audit on our accessibility, and we realized that we were kind of behind the ball on things. The way things were built at the time were built to make development quicker, but they weren't good from an inclusivity perspective for people who use screen readers and assistive technologies. There's certain little things you have to do to pictures and especially to form elements to make sure every form element has a label, for example. So if a screen reader user puts focus onto a piece of the form that says first name, unless we label it appropriately, it won't tell them what it's for. It'll just be blank. And it'll tell them you're on form field, nothing. So they don't know what to put in there. To a non-assistive technology user like ourselves, it's very overwhelming. Like you turn it on and it's just like a wall of noise. It reads every single thing on the screen. It's fast, it's loud, and it's very interesting. I've had some experience where I've seen actual users use this, and what they do is they crank the speed up all the way to like 11, so it reads like super fast. And it's interesting because to me it's way too fast and I can't keep up, but to them it's just like that's how they live every day, so it's effortless for them. So since then, the past few years, we've been incrementally upgrading the UI of all our products to work better with screen readers and other technologies like that. A few things happened here that kind of led us down this path to really pursue it. We actually heard from some blind users that used our software and weren't able to complete registration. And we, when these come up, we reach out to these people right away because it's really valuable feedback that we can't get ourselves all the time because we're not, screen reader users. And this person couldn't complete registration because there is a signature part at the end of registration sometimes. It says put in your initials. And it was telling them to enter it uppercase, and we didn't tell them that. And they were failing the form submission over and over again because our instructions weren't good enough. So that's kind of an example of, how it could be okay for us to use, but not a screen reader user. Another person had reached out to us, and this was a couple years ago, and similar problem, couldn't complete registration. I forget the particular exact issue it was, but we got on a call with him and he explained it to us. And then I just asked him, hey, could you show us a few other things, like what it's like for you trying to register? And he went through the whole process with us. And it was really good feedback. But the best part was that, we were able to quickly resolve his issue for him, which he was thankful for. But at the end of the call, he kind of got a little bit emotional. And he was like, I have been reaching out to companies for years, and you guys are the first people to ever get in touch with me and actually fix an issue for me. So he was super thankful and emotional. It was just a nice moment. And that really kind of stuck with me. I think that kind of is in the background when these issues come up. I want to make things right for these users who are often neglected,
If anyone has any suggestions for accessibility, just contact us at info@runsignup.com.
And those will eventually get right to me and the UX team, and we'll get them resolved. But the few times I've had the privilege of talking to one of our screen reader users, I've told them, and I've told them to tell all their friends, if they ever encounter issues with our software, get in touch. It's important to us, and we'll fix it as soon as we can. Our system is so big and infinitely configurable. Like, we could never get a certificate that says we're accessibility rated 100%. But we put some things in place to help us. So anytime we do a code review, if we're introducing new UI or we're updating existing UI, we have some accessibility audits that we have to run to make sure that it's screen reader accessible. Over the past few years, we've developed a library of UI components that the developers can use to create new products and new screens. And all those components are accessibility rated. So those are some ways we kind of get there. I think for RunSignup, TicketSignup, it's going to be more of a journey than a destination. And literally every single release we do, we improve our accessibility just a little bit, just by having those checks and balances in place and using those components. So.